Good morning. Yoda and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for yet another phenomenal year at STEM Lab. Our students have grown academically, socially, and emotionally. I couldn't do it without you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful summer, and may the force be with you.
Miss Tellinger, she ran this entire deal, and it just started the road, and I don't know where I'm going, but I know it's going to be good just due to this program. It's great.
The thing about Miss Crump is that she's nice. My favorite thing about school is Daily 5. I love you, Miss Crump. My favorite thing about Mrs. Bradford is counting feedback. I love feedback. Mrs. Bradford, before specials today, gave me a feedback back. My favorite thing about school is recess and Daily 7. I play one of the most sanctuary animals and mostly trains. I like Daily 7 because you get to do all these fun centers. My favorite Daily 7 center is Mimeo number 5. She's a nice teacher, and I'm enjoying her class. Thank you, Miss Henderson, for a great year, and I enjoy being in your class. And I hope you have a great summer.
She makes drawing fun. Mrs. Ellen/Conniff is kind to kids. Have a good summer.
My favorite teacher had to be Mrs. Tennant. Well, because she's the most loving teacher in the world. She cares. She always looks after you and never takes an eye off. And she loves our hearts out even when we are in trouble. Happy summer. You were awesome this year. You did an amazing job of taking care of us and helping me learn. I couldn't had a greater year with another teacher. Thank you. This is for Miss Cooney. My favorite subject is math, and I like that you get our brains started, and I like that you're nice and that you challenge us. This is.
Well, I like that she's funny, and she encouraged me during a music class, and she's always kind and helpful to keep being awesome.
My favorite thing about school is writing. My favorite thing about Miss Wilson is how she teaches us writing, take us through the steps, and how she wears funny hats through all the subjects. I like you as a teacher, Miss Wilson. Thank you for all you do for me.
My favorite thing about school is reading. What I like about Miss Cleaver is she's really nice. She cheers me up when I am down, and she's a really good teacher. Hi, my favorite thing about Miss Claver is when you're sad, she cheers you up, and how she teaches you about writing. And my favorite thing in class is reading and writing.
Have a good summer.
Have a good summer.
My favorite thing about school is that I get to come in and see my friends every day. Favorite thing about Miss Leah is she just has a fun personality, and you made learning fun. Have a great summer. One thing that I like about Miss Brazil is that she finds a fun way to do math and science, and that she's always just happy, and that she makes sure that we always do our best in school. My favorite thing to do at school is probably just be in math and science class, because I always have a fun time whenever I'm just with Miss Brazil. She always makes me happy, and she always makes sure that I do good in my classes, and that I never give up on, like, if I get a bad grade, that it's just only one, and it's not just 1,000, that it's just only one thing. And I just want to say thank you, Miss Brazil, for teaching me all these wonderful things, and I hope that you have an awesome summer.
Mrs. Moore is my favorite teacher because she teaches us stuff, and on free time we get to do it, and it's so awesome. I sometimes go out with assignments. It's so cool. Dear Miss Moore, I love you. You're the bestest teacher I could ever want. Signed, Gaelic.
My favorite teacher is Miss Shankweiler, and she's my favorite teacher because she teaches math and she simplifies it so that it makes it easy for us to learn, and she very much helps us with math equations if we're struggling, and she is very nice. And I really like her also is because she also teaches science, and science she teaches well too, and she does very fun experiments, and she always simplifies everything so that we can get it and that we can always do it in the future if we need it. I just hope you have a good summer.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Hofrick because I love his read aloud. I hope over the summer he goes to plenty of concerts. Thank you for teaching me about the American Revolutionary War this year.
I would like to thank Mr. Gonsi for inspiring an athletic career and really helping me to learn lots of different sports and activities.
He teaches sports, and I like sports. Thank you for teaching all the kids in STEM Admit Lab how to be good athletes.
What I like about Ms. Gertis is that she is a very kind and nice teacher. She gives us fair privileges and fair time to do stuff. To seeing you next year. You are a very kind teacher, and I appreciate all the work you've done.
My favorite teacher is Miss David. She's always super caring and funny, and even though she gets a little sidetracked sometimes, it's always fun being in her class, and she's always trying new things with us, and when something doesn't work, she realizes it and she tries to fix it. And have a great summer, Miss David. We will miss you next year.
And I'd like to give a big thanks to Miss Marchand because she was my 7th grade science teacher, and she was so much fun. You taught me that teachers are actually people because you acted like one of us and had a marker war with us. So that was a lot of fun, and because of you, I know that teachers aren't just people who tell you what to do, and they're cool too.
I'd like to thank Ms. Horst because she's the one who really taught me how to be courageous when presenting and how to persuade people. And so I'd really like to thank her for that because it got me actually a lot of places in high school. So thank you.
I want to say thank you to Mrs. Gilbertson for when I was new here. She was always there for me. And I think the biggest lesson she taught me was to have a lot of confidence in myself, so thank you.
My favorite teacher is Miss Kohlenbrander. She's my favorite because no matter who or what they're doing, make sure that people are understanding the math unit. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Kohlenbrander. I'll miss you in high school, and have a wonderful summer.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Brenner, and he's my favorite because he's always teaching us new things, and he's also like fun to like have as a teacher. My favorite thing about school is that like we have a lot of subjects to study, and also we have a lot of time for our like independence, and we can think for ourselves. Thank you for being my teacher.
She's nice and she's fun in class. She makes us laugh. I wish I could have you as a teacher over the summer.
I like it. I like how she comes up with really cool ideas for our projects for us to do. I love you, everybody else does, and just keep being you.
You've just made such a huge impact in my life. I love science pretty much because of you, and I don't think I will ever forget you or how much you've changed my life and how supportive you've been. So, thank you.
She's a great teacher. She makes learning fun, and she teaches students in the math lab school. I hope she has a nice summer, and I'll see her next year.
Hey, Mr. Claver, I just wanted to say thank you for helping me out all year and last year, and you're a really good friend to have. I'll miss you a lot next year, and I just want to say thank you for always being there and helping me out whenever I needed it or having bad days. And thank you.
My favorite thing about Dr. Willard is that she has animals in her office. Yeah. I like when you came in my classroom and when I come up to your office.
I like about best is when we get to play games, when we get to do fun stuff, play with toys, and Dr. Willard's special room, where we get to do tons and tons of things in there. That's it. You are the best teacher ever. You teach a lot to me and people in my group.
I like Miss Howard because she plans fun stuff for us. I like Miss Howard because she gives us treats. I like Miss Howard because she gives us Skittles. Thank you, Mrs. Howard. She's nice. She helps kids that are worried and feel kind of bad. I hope you have a good summer. You're a really nice counselor.
We just want to thank you, Tracy, for every single moment that you've given us out here in the garden.
Our PBLs. Honestly, we couldn't say enough about
what you do for us in our class and our kids. So
and experiences like Garbage Garage, so cool, snowshoeing. And not only do you follow through on all that, but you make it a reality for the kids, and you don't even get to experience it, and you're still willing to do it.
So thank you so much for all you do.
You're the very, very, very best.
At the beginning of the year, I didn't really like math, and I was struggling because I didn't believe in myself. And then Mr. Vrella helped me, and now it's kind of fun, and then it's easier for me. Mr. Vrella helps you, but sometimes he just says figure it out by yourself because parents can't help you all the time. So you have to figure it out sometimes by yourself. And he's nice, and he helps when you don't know something. So I think he's a really good teacher.
What I liked about Miss Ulrich is I think she really took a risk because I know that she's learning how to be a teacher, and I can appreciate that she tried to get to know all the students better, and she was just kind of accepting. I just like to say to her, things may be rough around like students. You still are a good teacher. Just know that you're still a good person and that you're doing the right thing.
Okay, I love Mr. Schultz because he's funny and cool. Like, I give him a big high five and he says, "Woo-wee! I love you."